Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be discussing oil cleansing. So what oil cleansing is literally exactly what it sounds. It's taking oil to cleanse your skin. Before you completely dismiss it, all skin types have been able to use it. Dry skin, normal, sensitive, and even oily. So the whole concept behind it is that like dissolves like. Our skin produces oil, and then we get other different types of debris and things that get kind of stuck in our pores, and that's kind of what gives us the blackheads, the whiteheads, and gets us having different breakouts. What oil cleansing really does is help to break down that oil that's in our pores and help to get it out. This method is gentle and is nourishing to the skin. Most of us have really dehydrated skin. Even if you have oily skin, it might be dehydrated, and the oil is just compensating for the fact that it's dehydrated. A lot of my curly friends that watch my channel will understand is that's a complete reason why we don't shampoo our hair every day, and how we just generally shampoo it once a month, once a week, because over shampooing leads to our scalp producing more oil than it needs because we're constantly stripping our hair. So the concept translates really well to oil cleansing for your face. My skin is normal to dry. I had been using other cleansers. I did a review a while back on some cleansers that I was using, and after I was done with those cleansers, I decided to try oil cleansing. I had heard about it many different times, but I think I wasn't able to fully wrap my mind around what it exactly was. I watched a video by Sarah from Holistic Habits, who has a long history with her skin, and it's well documented on her channel, going through healing her acne scars, and a lot of really severe issues she was having with her skin, and oil cleansing was a huge help for that. In her video, she includes a DIY recipe, and so I decided to try that since I had all the oils on hand. I used this empty bottle to repurpose for this DIY recipe. Now the first oil is going to be castor oil. You want to make sure it's hexane free and cold pressed. Castor oil is extremely deep cleaning, so it can be drying. If you have oily skin, you can increase it, or if you have dry or sensitive skin, you can decrease the amount. In this recipe, it's about 30%. The next oil is pure oil of sweet almond, so almond oil. I used 30% of this oil. I like this oil because it is very nourishing and light. I believe I got this bottle for about $4. The next oil I used, since I had on hand, was avocado oil, another very nourishing, light oil for your skin. I use another 30% of this oil. Now the last bit of oil in Sarah's recipe is like the last 10% is specialty oils. I just got this from a beauty box. It's the Akar Desert Face Rescue. Now this has jojoba oil, sea buckthorn, frankincense, sandalwood, and myrrh. You can customize this last 10% to whatever you might need for your skin needs. And then I just throw on the cap, shake it up, and we are ready to go. I use roughly 5 pumps of this oil. Distribute in my hands, and then I get into cleansing. Now I really massage my face with this oil for about a minute. This particular recipe, I used more castor oil than previously, so it was a little harder to move around. So my advice would maybe be a little bit more conservative with the castor oil, especially if you have dry skin. I like to make sure I really get this in areas that I know I'm prone to getting blemishes, around my nose and around my chin. I needed to use a few more pumps of this oil because it was a little bit difficult to really massage in. So I really make sure that I'm getting all the areas of my face. I really don't use makeup, so the only areas I use makeup is around my eyes, and I like to save that for last, making sure that all the rest of the oil is massaged in my face, so that when I go into my eyes, I'm not spreading around all the makeup to the rest of my face. That's really the last place I decide to massage my face. If you use a lot of makeup, if you use sunscreen, which is very occlusive, if you use long wearing makeup, you want to possibly do a double cleanse. Now double cleansing is really just doing this taking it off with a washcloth, which I will do in a minute, and then repeating it either with another oil or with a gel or non-foaming cleanser. Once I'm sure this is totally massaged in and everything's broken down on my skin, I get a washcloth and I soak it with hot water. It's pretty warm and I wring it out pretty well. Then I lay this over my face and letting the steam really absorb into my skin and help break down that oil and making it really easy to take off. I like to rub it around my face. This is all I've been needing as an exfoliator. I haven't been having to use a physical exfoliator lately, and this has worked out just fine. Because of the heavier castor oil in this recipe, I really felt like I really had to get it off, but most of the time, I don't feel any residue from this cleanser and from doing this method. And I go right into my skincare. If you've tried oil cleansing before, what oils do you particularly like to use? I will also link a couple videos. Renee from Gothamista has a really great YouTube video on different types of oils for different types of skin. So you can definitely cater it to more sensitive or drier, acne prone, and you can kind of use your own recipe for your own skin. That's another reason I really love the oil cleansing method and the do-it-yourself, because you can make it your own. Let me know what you think. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if this helped you in any capacity. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other tips and topics about curly hair or skincare or green beauty, mostly green skincare nowadays. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave any comments on what you do or any questions you have below, and I'll be happy to reply.